Hello, everyone. This is really on a very sober note. As Sahara reporters are reporting that the abducted Nigerian Major General Rabi Abubakar dies in terrorist captivity. He said the government disclosed that despite sustained efforts by the state administration and security agencies to secure his freedom, the situation ended in tragedy. The Katsina state government has confirmed the death of retired Major General Rabi Abubakar while in the captivity of bandits, describing the development as a tragic loss to the state and also to the nation. The announcement was made in a statement issued by the Katsina State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Dr. Nasiru Muazu. According to the statement, the retired senior military officer died from complications arising from diabetes and hypertension while being held by his abductors. The statement read, the deceased retired general died a natural death. How can you even die a natural death while you've been abducted, you've been taken away from medication, you've not been allowed to? How is that even a natural death? Died a natural death from complications of diabetes and hypertension, that he did not get access to drugs because he was kidnapped. Why do you see some talk as if the Nigerian government is in romance, is in a romantic relationship with terrorists? Why the kind of anger, the kind of words, the kind of venom that the Nigerian government has when citizens are protesting? Why is it that they never use that kind of anger, venom, and whatever rough on terrorists? They're actually killing people. They always have a way of sugarcoating it, being subtle, being nice, being demure when it comes to the issue of terrorists. But when it comes to citizens standing and say, hey, we need you to do the right thing, that is when you find Nigerian government and its officials, all of them will carry shoulder up. They will be doing a show of force. They are there. The other day, very dark man was doing protests. They were doing show of force. Also, Omoyele Sowore doing protests also. They went after him to the extent they knocked him unconscious. They do some substance, gas, whatever, into his lungs, according to the report. And yet, the kind of effort, the kind of energy that they bring in when it is citizens, unarmed citizens who are protesting for the betterment of Nigeria and for all of us, they don't bring it when it comes to citizens. The government disclosed that despite sustained effort by state administration and security agencies to secure his freedom, the situation ended in tragedy. Moazu noted that abduction and subsequent death of the retired military officer represented not only a painful loss to the family and Katsina State, but also a monumental loss to Nigeria. Reacting to the incident, Katsina State Governor Diko Umaru Rada expressed deep sorrow over the death of the retired general, describing it as a dark moment for the state and stark reminder of the security challenges facing the country. You can imagine a whole military general dies like this, like chicken, taken away. And the military did not raid the whole of Katsina State, bushes, whatever, both from air, land, and sea. Even if there is no sea, they will do whatever, pump that place and come everywhere and bring their retired general. A whole retired general, you know what it takes to train a general, what it took Nigeria to get the what personal effort, state effort, and everything, a national effort that was taken to get this man to this place, and then you come and take him away. This is someone that ordinarily they have for life. They have, military protection, someone assigned to them, all throughout, and is taken away. If the life of a retired military does not matter to Nigerian military, Nigerian soldier, or whatever, Air Force or Navy or whatever they call themselves, is it your life and my life that will matter? Hey! Avevekuve. The governor extended his condolences to the bereaved family and prayed for the repose of the deceased soul. Rada also reaffirmed his administration's commitment to working closely with the federal government and security agencies to combat banditry and other forms of criminality across the state. It is one thing, we all know that yes, state government don't have power, even though they are the chief security officers of their state, they are as powerless as anything. They cannot even command a corporal. except the corporal has the nod of those that are in office. But as a state governor, your business is not to be sitting down and licking the feet of someone who is supposed to be commander-in-chief. Your business is to be shouting on top of your voice that, look, your people are being killed. You need everything for your people to be secured, for the lives of your people, to be secured. Everything that needs to be brought on board. But here, psychophancy is more of what these governors take their time and do. And of course, for most of them, because the way and manner they get into office is someone somewhere who feel that, oh, I can give you this for you to go in. And when they go in, they forget they are supposed to serve the people. They begin to serve the people that gave them tickets or whatever to get into office. And they lose the essence that governance is about your people. It's about protecting your people, not licking the behind of some people who are staying somewhere. And at the end of the day, you leave the people, high and dry, just powerless, doing nothing. Katsina State was where a president just came not long ago, came out from there, but Katsina State become more worse. And that's why when people sit down and talking about the person must come from wane dan arewa ne ake so, dan arewa ne ba a so, ga dan arewa nan da ya zo ga yadda arewa ta zama wani abu daban, a ce a whole general za a ɗauke general ana nan, inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. It's such a shame. He assured residents that authorities would intensify efforts to ensure that those responsible for the abduction are brought to justice. He added that the government remains resolute in its determination to eliminate banditry and safeguard lives and properties across Katsina State. These are just words, and words are cheap. And I don't think there's anybody in Katsina that will read this statement and feel reassured in any way whatsoever. These are regurgitated statements that are put out there from time to time. They change the date, they change the name, they change a few things, and before you know what's happening, they put it out again and again and again without anything coming out of it. You're talking about people's lives. You're talking about families being devastated. You're talking about pain, assault, grief that is constantly being brought on top of the people. And then yet these people will sit down, will be lavish, will be spending anyhow, will be throwing it into the face of people who are out there, suffering. The governor further urged citizens to continue supporting security agencies with credible information cooperation in the ongoing fight against insecurity. How are people supposed to be submitting credible information to who? You submit information, the next thing, the terrorists are coming to knock on your door because some people have told them about the information. That's what some of the reports that are out there. So which are these things? There has to be a political will to win, to go after these terrorists. Our military can do it, but right now what we are lacking is that political will. There seem to be people who it is that are benefiting from this thing. The death of the retired Major General underscores the persistent security crisis in parts of northern Nigeria where armed bandit groups continue to carry out kidnappings, attack on communities, and other violent crimes despite ongoing military and security operation. Honestly, this is a big shame on military. There has to be a place where even if nothing happens, right, there should be a place where terrorists will say, no, don't touch a soldier. If you touch soldier, all of them will come now and destroy all of us. No, sir, nothing like that. And that's such a shame.